everybody, and welcome to annual XUX episode. Yay! Um, I normally do these on New Year's Eve, but I was kind of busy and I also forgot and I didn't end up doing anything. So today is the 1st of January. Normally it's goodbye 2020, whatever, 2024 it would have been. But it's okay, I'll try to live the same, who cares? So yeah, it is 2025 right now, and I can't really say that I've had a lot of time to reflect on this year that has passed. Um, things just went by so quickly, you know. Um, I never really got a chance, in between, just sit and think, okay, what good has happened, what bad has happened. It was just one sleep and then the year was over, and another sleep and another year is here. And I'm kind of grateful for that. I mean, I've been so busy with work and stuff, I haven't really had much time to sit. And especially with me, when I'm quiet, that's when the worst of my issues start to come out. So I'm quite glad that this year went by this fast. And I'm also not glad because it just means what is gonna happen this year. Um, half half. I am quite excited for 2025, and I'm also quite worried because I don't know what this year may bring. Man, there's a lot of years where I started off and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy to see where this takes me, and the worst just happened. So I have no clue, and I don't want to put a like like um a label on things and say that, oh, this is gonna be a good year. Not even want to say it's gonna be a bad year. I'm gonna take it as it happens, how I always do. Let me just put my fan off just in case it's a bit too loud. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to take it a day at a time and see where it takes me. I don't wanna hope too much. I also don't wanna hope too less. Every day is a battle, and every day that I make it back home is a victory. So I'm happy in seeing it that way. I don't really want to put too much of emphasis and positivity on things because I think that if I do that and then I get disappointed, it hurts more. So I rather just leave it open ended and see where it takes me. So I'm quite happy to see what happens this year. Um, I know I do have quite a lot of goals. Talking about gym and stuff. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I feel like there are things I want to accomplish. I just don't know what it is yet. I don't want to branch out into more music stuff. I want to start learning how to sing, maybe do some pop covers, the things like that. And I just want to improve myself a lot. That has been towards the latter part of 2024. That was my main goal, was to improve, to make myself better. Do a lot of things differently, things to make me happy, things to make me look better and be better. And that's the energy that I want to take into this new year. Yeah, so to reflect on 2024, where do we start? That's a difficult one. I feel like a good place to start with how 2024 last year went would be to start at 2023, December 2023. So every year, my friends and I, we would always gather, have a little house party and stuff. And in 2023, we had It's at my friend Taylor's house, and I've always been aficionado of alcohol, and it's not something that bothered me, even though I did have issues with it. It wasn't something where I'm like, oh no, I don't want to drink, but then I end up drinking and stuff like that. It's something I always look forward to, and we bought quite a lot of alcohol that day. And 2023 was quite a rough year on its own. I'm not gonna talk about that. I did that in 2023's video, but yeah. So we bought a lot of alcohol, and man, I got absolutely shit the fucked face. Like I was dead for the first time in my history of alcoholism. I was out like a light, apparently. And those are funny stories, but yeah, I was quite bad. And I remember as much as I can in those memories, like when my friends and I were together, or there's just moments where I'd be quiet and like so much of bad thoughts just like run through my head like over and over and over. And I'm not just saying like like sad, depressing thoughts. It's just like some quite hectic, negative, weird things go through my head about myself and things around me and perceptions and anxiety and paranoia, all those type of things. And it happened like so much, like so much. And every quiet moment, or like even when people are talking to me, it's like in the back of my head. It's just so bad. And I got quite drunk, like I said, and I woke up the next morning and I felt terrible, sick first. And somehow in that time when I was intoxicated, I feel like I went through something. I don't know what it was, but I did go through something that just had sent my entire mood down. At that point in time, I didn't know what it was, but it just crashed me the next day and like the week after that. I was in like a very bad space, and I didn't know what to do about it. And I carried that into the new year of 2024. January, February, and previously in 2023 December, I was working in a specific job. I'm not going to talk about that, but I had to leave my first job. That was my first job ever. I had to leave that. Got another job which really wasn't working out that well. I unfortunately lost a lot of things. I had to do some things that were kind of embarrassing. No, I did not suck anyone's dick for shit. That's not what I mean. There's just some things that I had to gaslight myself into believing and doing, and it was quite annoying of me, to be honest. I know that now. But like, yeah, I would do it because it was my job. I had to do it. Otherwise, I wasn't gonna make money. Yeah, so this is like completely unrelated, but like it was just like the kind of space that I was in. Um, so I was traveling from work to gym, and I was also part of this whole church group thingy. And on my way from gym, because like coming from work, I had to pass the gym, so I would spend some time there, and then go to the church and go home. So that night, um, I was really hungry when I was stopping to go to the church. I probably had like, I don't know how much I had. I never opened my bank account because I was scared, and I needed to fill fuel to take me to work for the rest of the week. And I stopped at the garage, the petrol station, and I did the thing. 200 on petrol, please. And the guy filled it, and I gave him my card, and the card declined. It means I didn't even have 200 bucks left in my account. And I remember I had to call my dad. Told the attendant, I'm sorry, I think something's wrong with my card. Can you please give me like 10 minutes? And I called my dad and I asked him for a bit of money so I could pay for petrol. So he sent me a little extra as well and filled the fuel, and the extra took me to through the next week as well. And I remember that was the first time in my life my my card declined. I mean, I'm not saying this like I'm a big spender. I mean, I am, but I'm not like all flashy, flashy. Like, oh, you know. But I never had a decline card before. Whenever I had money, I think I would handle it quite responsibly. I always made sure that I had enough for expenses, for emergencies and stuff. So even if I was ever like cutting close to the end of the month, I had more than enough because that's how I am. So that was the first time that I ever had a decline card, meaning I had no money in the account or not enough. And man, that shit hurt like really badly. And coming from that state, from like sorry, I made a mistake in what I'm saying. Yeah. So like that just like hurt a lot. This is happening. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is like that hurt declining, and especially with everything that happened during my episode in December 2023, it was just like getting worse. This was happening in early December, early 2024. Sorry, I'm getting so confused with the dates. But yeah, so my car declined, my heart broke, and I hate asking my parents for stuff. So, yeah, so that happened, and then whatever my dad sent me, it carried on for like the next week as well. And that was, we were getting toward the end of January, and I had to go to church one more time for something, for the group thingy. And I stopped at the petrol station because I was really hungry, and I went inside, and everything was quite expensive relative to how much of money I had in my bank account at the time. And when I opened my bank account, I had like maybe 60, maybe 40 brands left, and there was seemed nothing that I could buy because it was quite limited, and everything was like above like 80 to 100. So there was nothing for me, and I remember I bought those little ice creams, the wafer whiz, the ice cream sandwich, so wafer ones like so big. I think those are like $30, and I bought that to eat, and I ate it in the car, and I was crying. It was like in comparison to how much I had, that $20 of ice cream was expensive, and I was like, I could have saved $20 for petrol, 20 rand of petrol just to get me to work, hoping that I could make something at the end of the month. And it sucked. It really sucked. And I feel like that was the beginning of, I would say, the downfall that took me to the arc last year. Um, it just hurt, man. It just hurt like really badly. And at that point in time, it's like, and this is still in 2024. I realized like how alone I was. Unfortunately, I had split up with someone who was very special to me. We had not been talking since late 2023. So in 2024, she was non existent. So she wasn't there. I had some friends, I had my friends and stuff, but I won't lie, it's like they would know we were kind of like falling off as well. Things were just slowing down. Everybody was in their own stuff, and I just felt like really alone because I realized like it's not just not having someone to talk to. It was that there is no one to save me. There is no one who can say, "Come, Lexi, I give you a job." There is no one to say, "Hey, Lexi, I can support you in this, get you going by." And it's not that I ever needed someone to protect me and enable me, but like it just like it settled in, how alone you really are in this world to that extent where you're like, there is nobody. Sorry, I'm just adjusting. Yeah, so you're like, you realize there really isn't anybody. like not at all, and it hurt. It hurt quite a lot. So fast forward, eventually when I had nothing left, that ice cream sandwich knocked me back $20, and I was left with like 30, maybe 40. I don't know. It was I got my screenshot in my phone actually, as a reminder of like I would never let myself get to that point again. So like yeah, fast forward after that, I quit that job that I was working at and I started working with my parents. For a long time, I didn't want to work with my family because they know about me being trans, and we aren't on the same page. Definitely not. And my whole point of getting jobs was so that I can escape them, so I can not be at home, so that they don't see me, so that I can hopefully, build a life out there, one of my own identity, my own way, and not be reliant on my parents. But unfortunately, I had no other choice. When I started working with my parents, I did tell them that it's not that I'm doing this because, I know that the opportunity is here for me to work with them. I was very appreciative of it because at the end of the day, regardless of whether I'm a child or I'm a trainee, whatever it may be, this is would be a business. This is a business, and you know they aren't nice people sometimes. So I don't expect them to just say, "Oh, come, my lovely child, I will give you a job." So it wasn't like an easy thing for them. It wasn't an easy thing for me either. But after some talking, some negotiations, and all of that, we settled on the right page regarding job, and I was working. And honestly, it was quite fun, not with them, but on my own. Unfortunately, I'm still restricted in my job. I can't just go around being Lexi because it's a mix of people that I don't want to say you have to cater for, but you know, it's things that I have to be smart about. If I go around Lexiing everywhere and like some dick is to my parents, like going to my dad's like, hey, sir, a child said their name is Lexi. I thought you said their name is something else, blah blah blah. Then first it's gonna cause a problem for me at home, and secondly, it may affect business relationships and all of that. So I keep my personal life separate. I don't give nobody my phone numbers. I don't call nobody. But I enjoyed it. So a lot of my job was driving around, and man, it was so much fun. Honestly, just driving around, got music on, windows down, just driving, open road, no one to bother me. It was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot, like a lot, a lot, a lot. And I did get to talk to people and stuff. And even though it wasn't Lexi talking, or like they don't know Lexi, whatever it may be, I enjoyed it. I get along with people regardless of how I present to who I present. So it was quite fun. And like exploring places and seeing beaches and pretty locations. It was all quite nice. And I enjoyed it. It took me through this job in my family, which I'm very grateful for. It took me to through last year, and also gave me the opportunity to do a lot of things. This choker was the first thing I bought as soon as I got paid, and a lot of other things. All my clothes, a ring light, PlayStation 5. It was all because of this job with my parents, of which I'm very grateful for. So I'm gonna continue for as long as I can. I do want to try and get out of this place, though. Excuse me. I do need to get out of this place because I'm restricted here, whether I like it or not. I'm really much restricted. But I guess we'll see as the time comes. I am looking into it. I am taking it very seriously. But for now, it's okay. Like I said earlier, it's a day at a time and see where it goes. So yeah, I was working with my parents for a long time. Oh, not a long time, for this year, last year, and it did everything for me, and I'm quite happy with that. And for the most of it, it was cool. It was cool. My parents and I were okay. Sometimes we've had disagreements, but what can I do about it? So yeah, this job has been quite good. I'm very happy, and that was a good thing that happened this year. Then we get on to the next most significant thing um, that occurred that really knocked me down quite a lot was my weight. Through this is like we're gonna just tie back into 2023 as well. 2023 was the year I came out a lot. Y'all know I was at the clubs and shit. Um, I was quite insecure about my body. Y'all know that, especially with my body hair, with my overall size, those types of things. But I didn't let it get behind me. I mean, I didn't let it bother me. I still went out. I still had a good time, and I relied on club for a social presence. That's where it all started, and it kind of got worse in 2024. But yeah, I relied on the club for social presence to be a place to be seen, a place for people to acknowledge me, sexy. You know, that was a place where I didn't have to worry about thinking, oh, is this gonna relate back to my family? Do they know somebody, or like what do they think about? It's just no. Outside, Lexi is Lexi. There's no prerequisites. There's nothing to worry about. And that's what I needed. Because I wasn't getting any validation at home. I had no close partners to validate me either. It was just sad. So going to club and dressing up. At a point, I was dressing up quite provocatively. I would say, at least I tried to give off that vibe, and I thought I looked good. I know I did. I looked okay, but I was also quite depressed, and I was eating a lot. I was drinking a lot, but I did carry on through 2023 and finished off December 2023 quite well. And I wasn't really bothered about how I looked. I was just quite happy being me, or at least trying to be me. But even though that's a good thing, not worrying about what other people, I kind of realized that I was letting myself go. I wasn't worried about a lot of things. I wasn't worried about my appearance, about my hair. I mean, you'll tell me, oh, Lexi, you talking about hair? Fuck you. I have a new hair routine and it's doing quite well. Thank you very much. It's very hot here. And I washed my hair the other day and I have time to set it. But yeah, that time was like I wasn't even bothered about doing routines and facial care and makeups and stuff like that. I was just like, I don't care. If I say that I am me, I don't need to prove it, which is true, but that doesn't mean that I should have let myself go and not be actively trying to look good. And when you hear that, you might think, Lexi, that's a bit materialistic. You'll understand why just now. So I finished off 2023 and I went into 2024. And I stopped going to the clubs because that's when my insecurity started setting in. And I was like, I'm not happy to go to club anymore. It doesn't feel the same, and all of that. And also, I had some problems with my friends. So at the point in time, I was not talking to them. And the majority of the year went by, and I didn't talk to them. And in that time, like I said, I was eating a lot, man. I was eating. I was drinking. I had 4 beers. What? And my weight got really bad. Um, taking pictures. I had to do angles. I had to make sure that the the light was down so it wouldn't show my chin, my double chin, which is kind of gone. This normally would show. I mean, it's only like, look at that, it's gone. Yeah, and yeah, I had to do a lot just to hide myself, and I was fooling myself over the hope that once I start transitioning, as in like medically using estrogen, that it would just magically fix me. Just kind of delusional. I mean, I don't know the effects of estrogen, how it would be on me, but being a little bit plus size, and I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay to be that way. I mean, it is okay to anybody. To me specifically, I wasn't happy. But yeah, I was like, no, it's okay. The estrogen is gonna fix me. All the weight is gonna go to my ass and to my titties and my thighs and all that. And like, I ran with that philosophy, and month after month after month, just eating and thinking, okay, I'm going to the gym, so I'm good, and also like I'm going to transition, so I didn't have to worry about my weight. Taking pictures again, not being happy with it. Going to the shop, trying on clothes, clothes don't fit. Can't wear crop top, stomach is hanging over the jeans. Can't wear the jeans, they don't close. Have to buy baggy jeans because that's the one that fits my waist, but it doesn't complement my body. Can't wear certain tops because my stomach too big. Can't wear skirts, skirt is not fitting. A lot of things are bothering me. Plus in my face as well, looked quite round. Still round, but that's just my facial structure, but it was quite rounder. And remember, I would check my weight January, February, March, April, April maybe, or beginning of May. I checked my weight. I was like 100 kgs. Was it 110? I was definitely over 100 kilograms. The month before that, I was like maybe like 95, or somewhere around 90 to 100. But I was not on 100. So in the space of a month, I gained a lot of weight. It's almost like 5 kgs. I was devastated. I was devastated. And like again, please do not put my standards on other people. I hold my standards to myself. Whatever I harshly judge on me, I don't apply to other people. Everybody is free to make their own choices and do their own things. I have no opinion or badness towards anything. My standard is to Lexi and Lexi alone. So what I'm trying to say is that when I checked and I saw that my weight was like 100, I felt like I was like on obesity, man. I was like 100 kilograms. And I sort of understood how genetics and biology and stuff works when it comes to gym. So I was like 100 kgs from my height and whatever muscle I had showing wasn't it. Was not it at all. I came home that night and I cried. I took my clothes off and I looked at myself in the mirror, and for the first time I looked at myself because I would usually always hide under baggy clothes or just lots of layers. Man, it was terrible. It was disgusting. Oh, like that feeling coupled with like every other thing that had been happening since the year before that, and things will work at the beginning of the year. Even when I was at that job, they would take pictures of me when we did like certain activities, and I looked at myself and you could see it. And I remember there was one picture they took of me, and I was giving blood, and you could see, man, I was ugly as fuck. And I just said, it's not me. It's just the clothes I was wearing was not flattering. That's what I told myself. That's what I said. I said it was the clothes. Because I was wearing a masculine formal. I said it because it's not feminine clothes. It doesn't compliment me. Wasn't about the clothes, man. I was just too much. I couldn't talk like this, see, like moving my jaw, like that without like a big, like that showing. I hated it, and for a long time I was okay being that way because just being like a little bit of a plus size because we all had partners and anytime you have an insecurity your partner will say no you're perfect to me don't worry. While that may be true, wasn't perfect to me. I wasn't perfect to me. But I let those good, happy compliments get to me and delude me from how much I was losing of myself. So, upon realizing that I needed to change, you know, I took a step further because I realized that whatever I was doing in the gym was not working. So, my friend, she was with a personal trainer for a little bit, and I asked her for his number. We spoke. It was very expensive. I didn't want to do it. On my way home, I remember I thought about if I could gain like 5 kgs in a month or so, what will I look like by December 2024? How was I ever gonna wear the things that I wanted to wear if I just continued doing what I did now? I tried starving, I tried eating less, I tried everything. I just whatever I was doing was not working. So I decided on my way home that I would change and I would, regardless of whether it's expensive or not, I would do this personal training, weight loss. I would try and see. And the first day that we met, um, he took pictures of me. We didn't train, he just took pictures, took my height and everything, gave me a diet. And on my way home, I was screaming, not crying, screaming, just screaming at myself because when I looked at the pictures, or did I look at the picture? I don't know. Something made me upset, and I think it was just the whole thing in general. I was looking, just thinking about myself, also thinking about like, knowing like what I look like, and I was just so mad. I shouted at myself, no more drinking Lexi, no more going out Lexi, no more sweets, no more this, no more that, no more nothing. Oh, also forgot another thing. I'll get back to just I just remembered. Yeah, I shouted at myself so bad, my voice was gone by the time I came home. I was just so done. Because that's just another thing, like I said earlier, no one's coming to save you. No one was going to come and save me. When I thought that I could stay who I am and hope for somebody to come and love me or find me attractive or be my friend, no one did. And the only thing I could think of was because I was letting myself go, I wasn't looking nice. That made me really sad. So from then, around May, June, whatever, I was working out. Lots of cardios, lots of weightlifting, and as of today, I am down by 10 kilograms from 100, 110, 100, whichever. I don't remember. I think it was just 100. From 100 kgs, I am now sitting at 90. Um, Last month it was 80, 88.5, 89. I did go up on 1.5 kgs of muscle mass. So, but my body weight did go down still. My fats went down. So, yeah. As of December, from the beginning of this year, or mid of us, from the mid of 2024 to the end of 2024, I was down 10. Every month I dropped. 100% I dropped weight. It was not a month that I did not lose weight. And it wasn't just because I had someone training me. I had to get into a mindset. It was quite difficult. I spent a lot of time hoping that someone will come and save me. I spent a lot of time looking for things to give me validation. I'm thirsty. Where's my water? Oh, I'm so missed by dipstick. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time thinking, who is gonna save me? Who's gonna save me? Who's gonna love me? Who's gonna take all of this pain away? Again, I realized for like the first time, no one's gonna save me. Yeah, I realized no one's gonna save me. No one's gonna take the weight off my body. No one's gonna make me look better. No one's gonna teach me things. No one's gonna help me be better. The only person that can do that is me. So I held on to that, and that got me going. My training days would be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Saturday mornings as well. For like an hour and a half, sometimes 3 hours, depending. What I mean by maybe 3 hours is, for some reason, my trainer will be just let me work out longer than I can. So longer than I can, longer than I'm allowed to, but I could. So some days we train a lot, some days we train normally. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would be at the gym as well, doing stuff, cardios. Weekends, Saturday afternoon, sometimes Sundays, I would be at gym, and I still continue that. I continue that. I mean, I did that last year. It hasn't been that long. Sorry, confusing myself. But yeah, I did that, and it helped me so much, so much. A lot of the issues I was having, I wouldn't say it got miraculously cured, but I learned to handle them a lot better. And seeing changes in myself was the best thing I ever experienced. Seeing something like where I was so upset, also upset at, and now I'm looking and those things are going. So at a point in time where I looked at myself and I thought, Lexi, how are you gonna look if you continue living like this by the end of the year? Now I look at myself, I'm like, Lexi, in 2025, how are you gonna look at the end of 2025? It makes me happy. In half a year, if I can go from 100 to 90, in a year, if I can go from 90 to 80, and 80 to 70, I don't know. That's amazing. And it's not like something that I know is gonna stop. It will only stop if I fuck up, of which I'm not. So I'm happy. I'm doing quite well in terms of my body, in terms of my mind. It's it's strange how just having an outlet, something to work on, to improve on, just helped me so much. It taught me perseverance, dedication, and discipline. I'm not saying like I'm super staunch, like I don't eat and everything. On Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I'll eat. I'll have some extra sugar now and again, but I know on weekdays, I'm like, no. I never skip gym because I'm lazy. Even if I'm sick, I'm at the gym. If I'm tired, I'm at the gym. I never skip. And weekends, I allow myself. I don't overdo it. I understand how much I can have and how much I can't have. And I'm happy because it's working. And it's just having somewhere to be, somewhere to work out, just take all this stuff out of me, just a place to be away from here sometimes. It's just amazing. Especially in the gym, I get to exist as Lexi. Everybody calls me Lexi. Everybody knows Lexi. So it's not like I have to do like a reveal, like a gender reveal or whatever. People know me. And I'm happy that way. So gym has been one of the best things that happened to me this year. Last year, 2024. And I'm very excited to see where it takes me. And that also it helped me like figure out a lot of things about myself. Like coming back to the point I made earlier about having validation from the club. Throughout a lot of 2024, I looked for validation, especially on Instagram. I wanted unwanted validation. Nothing meant more to me than seeing likes, seeing followers. All I wanted was to see my notifications liked by this person, liked by that person, commented on this post. Seeing those things made me feel like a woman because that was the only attention that I would get. Also, because it's the only way I could hide myself behind the screen. In person, people would probably think I'm catfish. I don't look like how I look in my pictures, maybe. Because my pictures are edited. Filters, lighting, angles, just to hide things. So in person, I didn't get validation, whether it's from my family or out there. Social media was the only way I could. So I would make content, of which I do enjoy thoroughly, but I did it for the wrong reasons. Making content, trying to come off as like sexy, like exotic and lusty, just thinking able to get people's attention, coming across as fun and quirky, whatever it may have been. I just wanted people to comment, to message me, share my pictures, because I held on to that idea that I need to be seen to be alive, which is why I love the club so much, because to be seen at the club was for me to be alive. I spent a lot of my life in this room before I came out. I think I said this before. I only ever imagined myself being Lexi on Discord, taking pictures of myself, hiding my face, talking to people from halfway across the ocean. I thought that would be the only way that people would ever know me. And then I came out, and people saw me, and I kind of got addicted to it. I always wanted it. Because that was the only place that I could have it. It's not like I could just go to the mall at the time I was scared. I couldn't just go to the mall, do shopping, and come home as Lexi. Couldn't go to work and come home that way. Couldn't be with my family that way. So it's only Friday nights. From 7 p.m. to 4 p.m. was Lexi time. I think it was the only time Lexi existed. And I held on to that. And I needed it. Because how else was I supposed to make myself be me? So when I stopped going to club, I shifted my attention towards Instagram. Taking a lot of pictures, trying to be perfect. Very perfect. Perfect pictures, perfect makeup as much as I could. Good angles, good quality, good colors, creativity. Everything just for people to validate me. And they did. And I'm very grateful for it. I'm 100% grateful for all of the friends that I've made along the way. People that actually mean something to me. I'll get up to that just now. But yeah, people did. And then when I started getting comfortable, not just being super perfect all the time, just letting out little parts of me, like not really doing makeup, just doing little silly things, leaving my hair messy. No, like that, people didn't like that. At least that's what it came across as. People would unfollow me, people would delete me, block me, they would refuse to interact with me, but they would interact with the perfect Lexi feminine image, but not with the everyday Lexi image. And that hurt me because I was like, that just means that I'm not good enough. I'm not feminine enough. I can't just be me because then that's not good enough for what the people want. So I started being perfect again. Only perfect. What I thought was perfect. And somehow that started to fall away as well. I couldn't top my most perfect, or my most perfect couldn't top the least one, the one before that. And I never got the return and the attention that I wanted. And it just hurt me. Because at that point in time, I was still struggling with my internal self image, whatever. And like, it was like a drug, you know? Like, okay, I feel fat, I feel ugly. Okay, I need 20 likes on this picture so I can feel like I'm beautiful. Not very healthy, huh? Why does my arm look so weird? It's like all warpy because of the fishnet. Yeah. So like that's what I needed. I just needed it. I just needed to be seen so badly. One day I had enough. It was somewhat in the middle of when I was losing weight. I was like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying to be something for everybody. Trying to be something for someone. I have to bend and break myself all the time just for someone to look at me and go, oh, there's a pretty girl. There are pimples and hurts and cuts all over my body because I have to shave all the time. Sorry, I had a little disturbance. Where was I? Yeah, so like I was chasing it and I just got so tired. Yeah, and I was like struggling with my image at that point as well. So it's just like, what more do I do for people? What do I need to be for anybody? What does society want me to be? I'm trying to be a pretty girl. That's not good enough. I try to be all like sexy lusty, thinking that that's what maybe what people want me for. It doesn't work. I try to be fun, engaging, cool. Nobody cares. So what is it? What did people want from me? What is the thing that I needed to do to make people like me? I still don't know. The good thing is I got over it. I just stopped caring, you know? I wish I knew what it was that would make people happy because inherent inside me, I believe that I'm built to be that way. I like interacting with people. I like making people laugh. I like making people smile and be happy. I like making things. I mean, I'm here making YouTube video. I like doing these things, but I don't want to do it for somebody. I don't want to do it to make people happy. I want to do it for me. So I wrestled with that for quite a long time, trying to think what the answer is, but I never got it. Eventually, towards the gym helping me so much, I just realized I'm like, who cares? You're alone. No one's coming to save you, so save yourself. Stop trying to impress other people, impress yourself. And I rolled with that for all of last year, and I'm happy with it because I feel like I lost a lot of emotion towards things because of it, but I'm happy that way. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want anyone to talk to me. I have a few friends that I talk to every day, but other than that, I just want to be me. I want to be myself. I don't want to exist for anybody. I want to just live by my own rules and make myself happy. And I worked through it. I left my Instagram for a bit, came back very recently. I won't bother. I even posted some pictures of myself and took it out. And I was like, I don't want it to be there. I don't care. I document things like my beer, the journey. I have beer, very good, very tasty. Um, Monster Energy collection, pictures of myself when I do post stories, maybe. Nothing else. I used to live for it. I used to live for it. I used to live to people to look at me. No, I don't care. I want to be home. I want to be a gym. I want to play PlayStation. Just focusing on myself to make me happy, to improve myself, to be the best version of me that I can be. Yes, being the best version of me, improving has been what makes me happy. Seeing results every month is what makes me happy now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So we're in a different Lexi era now, and I'm very excited to see where it takes me. I have a lot of things to be thankful for. I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful that I made it this far. My back hurts, man. Fuck. Ugh, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm happy that I made it this far. I'm happy that I got here. It was an easy journey. I could have given up a long time ago. I could have died and worked at any point. But I'm here. And it must be for a reason. Last year was very difficult. Last year was probably one of the most difficult things that I've endured. Not in terms of things that have happened, but just because of what I had to realize, the type of person that I was. I often I just went through it like, oh, I'm Lexi, I'm crazy, I'm allowed to be this way. But it was negative, it was unhealthy. And, I always believed myself to be the best. I still do. But I was allowing my negative side, my negative traits to become normal, which is not good. So I let a lot of things go. And also, realizing the truth of your dogs, cats better. So, yeah, realizing the truth of yourself is not an easy thing to do. Realizing that you aren't as good as you think you are. Realizing that you aren't as good as you could be, or doing as much as you could be, is a really difficult thing. Often we go through life and people will tell you something like, oh, you're like this or you're like that, and you're just like, nah, not me. It is you. Maybe. It was me. So a lot of introspection, reflection, made me realize that I'm not the type of person that I thought I was. And it hurt. Because then I realized a lot of the things that led to the unstable relationships that I've had is with friends and with loved ones because of me. Not all of it, but a good amount. I got to the place of me being unhappy with my body because of me. Because I used everything as a crutch to just not be better. So I have to work now. Worked last year and worked this year to improve it. To stop using crutches. To be strong on my own. Always waited for someone to save me. Always waited for Superwoman, Superman, Super whoever to just come and fix everything. Take me away. Make me safe, happy. Maybe it's not in the cards for me, but that's okay. I can be my own Superwoman. I can save myself. And that's something that is very difficult for me to come to terms with. Because it's not something you kind of want to put on your shoulders sometime. You don't want to have to think, I have to do this to be free. You know, you probably just think, okay, I just need a job. Eventually, I'll move out and things will be okay. But like, it's different here. It's not just about having a life; it's about being free. It was a year of difficulty, of self-reflection. The year before that was problems, obstacles, and this year, last year, sorry, was just reflection, focusing on me. You know, when you really focus on yourself and you see the cracks in between, it's hard because everybody has a good perception of themselves to some extent, and it's a hard thing. It's difficult to come to terms when you're not the person you think you are. I already said that, and then wanting to improve on that, it's even more difficult. But I think I'm on the right track, and I'm happy. 2024 was very difficult. I was so lonely. I was so lonely. I'm someone who likes being around people. I also hold on to the concept of love. Having a partner makes me happy. I hadn't come close to any of those last year, so I was very lonely. You know, you go to bed at night, not one message. You wake up in the morning thinking, I wonder if someone messaged me. Nothing. And apart from my friends, no one else is there. And you work the whole day, think you have someone to come home to, someone to say, I'm okay, I'll be home soon. No one to call, no one to talk to. Just silent. So I spent also so much time at the gym, so I wouldn't stay here in this room and be quiet all the time. It was a lonely year. I feel like that's not gonna change though. But that's okay. That's also something that I came to terms with. Again, same thing. Thought someone's gonna come rescue me. No one gonna come rescue me. I rescue myself. It just sounds like super sad and all of that, but I'm genuinely like okay doing that. It felt like all sad and depressing at first. I was like, oh, no one's coming to talk to me. I'm not gonna have anybody. I'm gonna die alone. Blah blah blah. It was sad, and then one day I just like picked the fuck myself up. What else could I do? Stay on the bed, cry, or shut up, move on. That's it. That's all I did. That was my year, kind of. That's just me. I'm going on for like an hour now. I think I may have to cut this off soon. I wish I could be more concise, but I'm bad at that. I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this out. But yeah. This is me. 2024 was good. It was difficult, but it was good. I learned a lot last year. A lot. And I believe that's for a reason. Everything I learned is gonna be for me making myself better. Because I am the best Lexi in the world. And I'm only gonna get better. And with everything I do, I will always be the best. That's something I have to hold on to and I have to believe. So that's my goodbye to 2024. A year of learning, a year of self reflection, a year of a lot of things, and one I'm grateful for. As it taught me and woke me the fuck up. That's for sure. I woke the fuck up in 2024. So, a lot of changes I'd like to make in 2025. I'm hoping that I can make them. But for now, that was my year. I feel like more things happen, but those are like the most significant things that like kind of that just came to my mind. I feel like I could talk even longer, but like it's getting really hot right now, and my back hurts from sitting on this chair, and I'm sticky. I'm sorry, it's very sticky. It's so hot, but yeah, I just need a break. But maybe I'll do a part two if I think about something that I need to talk about. But from parents at home and stuff, I can't really be happy and talk about everything as much as I'd like to. So that's it. Year of reflection. Year of PlayStation 5. 5 years later, I have one. A pretty cool one also. But yeah, I did a lot this year. I accomplished a lot this year, and I'm very proud of myself. I a lot of good things. Ocean upgrades. I'll talk about that in another one. Yeah, broke a lot of boundaries. There were a lot of things I thought I couldn't do. It was just self improvement from the day I decided that I needed to improve. So I'm really excited to see what I do this year. To reach capabilities, test my capabilities. Sorry. So yeah, that is my 2024 and my hope for 2025. I wonder where it's gonna take me. I hope it takes me somewhere good. Even if it doesn't, it's okay. I'll make it through. So until then, I will see you for a goodbye 2025 on January. No, what am I saying? I will see you for a goodbye 2025 video in December of this year. It's 2025 now. So, yeah, it was a good one last year. I had a lot to be thankful for, and a lot of thankful to myself. Proud of where I am, proud of what I've done. Look in the mirror and I'm proud every single time I face it. See the person that I am, knowing that the world that wants to break me down so badly does not get to me. That I can still do this. I can still be me, regardless of whether people like me or not, regardless of whether my family loves me or not, regardless of whether I have anybody or anything. I will always be me. Nothing will ever take that away. It takes a lot to be here in this place. I have plenty of reasons to not be here, but I am. And I'm stronger, I'm better, and I'm happier. So, yeah, that's like my third outro. My third outro attempt, but I'm gonna go now. I need to take a break. So, for the last time, goodbye to 2024. Thank you for the lessons and for everything it taught me. And here's the 2025. It's my big gym water bottle. Here's the 2025. And let's see where it takes us. So until the next video, which will be about something at some point, I don't know. My consistency is bad, as you know. I'll make another video about something, I promise. But until the next goodbye 2020 whatever episode, I will see you in the next one. Yeah, I'm just living that life.